It is now time for What's Hot, where we talk about the stories that have everybody talking.
And we are joined by Jon Anne Willow from ThirdCoast Digest, plus Jeff Wagner is back. Well, commercial airline pilots must retire at the age of 65 for safety reasons, but private pilots can hold licenses for longer, like the one who recently died mid-flight. So the question is, should there be a maximum age for everyone to fly?
I don't think there should be a maximum age. I've been advocating for a long time for people over the age of 65, 67, whatever they set the age to be, to have to take annual driver's license renewal tests that include a vision test and maybe even a driving test every few years after a certain point. And I think that putting some measures into place like that for pilots is good, but you can't always judge that 65 would be a cutoff for flying your plane privately.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Jon Anne. This story kind of hit home because back in another life, I had to travel around the state a lot, and a dear friend of mine who passed away a number of years ago, his name was Kurt McKay. He was a pilot, and he would fly me in these twin-engine planes. We'd be in these little planes, and I'm kind of a white-knuckle flyer, and our standing joke used to be, before we take off, I'd go, hey Kurt, you know, how you feeling today? And I can't imagine what this woman would have gone through. You know, first of all, the situation with her husband having a heart attack, and then you're up in this plane by yourself. But I agree with you. I mean, I think, you know, the answer, just like with driving, I don't know what age it kicks in, but to me it's more testing and it's physicals and things like that. But I don't know if the guy's in otherwise good health and you're 75 or you're 78 or you're 80 and, you know, you're not commercial pilots, so it's you and your family. I don't think the government should say, no, you absolutely can't.
Right, and I don't know that 65, like you said, setting an arbitrary age on it. Right. I have an unfortunate situation. I have a good friend whose mother is only 63 who had a heart attack while she was driving a couple of weeks ago and has been hospitalized ever since. Now, she wasn't 65 and she didn't have a heart condition. Right. She had a freak heart attack. So those things can happen, but like so many things, we can't overreact to one incident.
I'm with you.
All right.
Well, that wasn't very fun, was it?
No. We're going to wrap that
one up.
Okay,
don't let people after fly. Problems. Again, we are joined by Jon Anne Willow from ThirdCoast Digest and Jeff Wagner from News Radio 620 WTMJ. So Burger King has pulled an ad featuring Mary J. Blige singing about a new chicken snack.
Crispy chicken, fresh lettuce, three cheeses.
The company says it's because of music licensing issues and the ad was unfinished, but some people are saying the ad is racially insensitive because it plays off of stereotypes. Does anybody see that?
You know, as I was watching this, I'll jump in for obvious reasons. As I was watching this,
you were doing the rap earlier too. I think you were a woman of many talents here.
Thank you. Listen, I love Mary J. Blige, and I was watching this morning, and I was thinking, yeah, I want to see something that makes me mad in this. I'm looking at it, and I was like, it doesn't bother me. I have to be honest. Yes, there are stereotypes out there. Yes, there are things that are racially insensitive. I just don't think this is one. It doesn't bother me.
I was really interested in something you said during the break too, Shelley, about how Mary J. Blige herself is such an activist.
She would never.
Right.
I mean, I know that all these people out in Hollywood, they take on projects for cash first. But having said that, I mean, Mary J. Blige is known for her activism. She would never take on a project that is deemed to be racist. She's just not that type of person. She's not known for that. There's so many other things to worry about. This isn't one.
I mean, I don't get it. Look, I had fried chicken from Culver's last night. It was great. I like fried. This isn't even fried chicken. This is like the chicken wrap. But I lump this into the category of the politically correct and the perpetually offended. You know, the people who wake up looking for something that's going to bother them. She's a crossover star. I mean, I'm sure Burger King was reaching out saying, hey, this is somebody, we've got this new product we're going to introduce. Here, this will be great. And they buy controversy. I don't get it.
Let me put on my professional cynic's hat for a second.
I love your professional cynic's hat.
Could this just be a stunt to get us to talk about Burger King?
Well, didn't they have the actual Burger King really run out onto a football field once when that campaign launched?
They are not above stunts.
Well, Burger King has been having a lot of problems lately. They are, what, third in the country now? They dropped to third place. They're trying to reinvent themselves. Point well taken.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, topic 3.
Well, there are big questions this afternoon about a woman who claims to be one of the big Mega Millions jackpot winners. She held a bizarre news conference with her lawyer yesterday, and he said they were preparing for a challenge to her claim and would not confirm whether or not the woman actually had the winning ticket. In fact, they told all the reporters at this news conference that more than anything, they just want to be left alone.
But she retained a lawyer and held a press conference, obviously to court silence and privacy, right? No?
I think she's a flake. Until she produces this winning ticket, I don't know what's up with this woman, but produce the ticket. If not, go away.
There are a couple of hoaxes, too. There's a guy in New Jersey who claims he has a ticket but hasn't been able to produce it, too, right?
And and didn't this woman say she'd like left it at the McDonald's or something? Here's even...
Right, she hid it at the McDonald's.
Right. This is the thing that is so even weirder because, okay, she announces it. I think you're right, Shelley. You say she's a flake. I think she's a nut. But even more importantly, she was apparently part of this group of other people. So first of all, she goes out and says, here, I have this ticket, but it wasn't part of the group, so I'm going to mess over my 20 or 30 coworkers. So she's antagonized them. She's claiming, I think, falsely to have this ticket. This lady's got all sorts of big issues.
And it doesn't matter to me because once she produces the ticket, if it's real, they'll be able to tell exactly when and where it was purchased and how many tickets were purchased at the same time, and it will all get cleared up. But there's no ticket. There is a press conference and a lawyer, but no ticket.
And the lottery is supposed to be holding a news conference this afternoon, which is why you see me kind of looking down at the desk here.
This is why you have to be careful with office pools. Everybody's got to get a copy of those tickets.
Be careful who you give your money to when you're in an office pool.
Then don't have crazy people go out and buy the tickets. Absolutely.
Oh, gosh. Thanks, guys. We'll take a quick break and we'll